Hi, thanks for tuning in. Today I'm sharing what I picked up from the latest Louis Vuitton Yayoi Kusama collection. For those of you tuning in for the first time, hi, I'm Katie. I like to do these luxury fashion videos here on YouTube. I share hauls and reviews, but at the end of the day, I share my journey so we can all mindfully curate our own collections. If you like what you're seeing, please subscribe to my channel, like this video, and leave a comment down below with your thoughts on this collection. All of your support really means a lot to me. I don't anticipate this being a very long video because I didn't pick up a lot. I wanted to start out the video though sharing some of my thoughts about the overall collection and the collaboration before I jumped into the pieces itself, because I'm sure a lot of you who are watching this video were like me, wondering like, what the heck is this collection? Look, when I saw the multicolored dot motif, I don't know if it was because the imagery came out around like November, December, but made me think about Christmas lights, okay? I was solidly like, well, this multicolor version looks like Christmas lights. I saw someone else online reference Twister, which was also really funny. I knew they did a black and white polka dot motif, a red and white polka dot motif, and then a yellow and black polka dot motif as well. So I knew like the dots were going to be a big part of the collection, as it should be, and as it makes sense because, you know, it's a collaboration with Yayoi Kusama. I do like Kusama's work overall. I, went to the botanical gardens when she had her exhibit out there. Any kind of chance I have, I've been to the David Werner Gallery in Chelsea when there was a Yayoi Kusama exhibit. That's like years and years ago. I have a general affinity for like the artist's work overall. And so I know where the polka dots come from because I know that's really signature to her work, but I'm like, not gonna lie, I wasn't like in love with it. I would see these pictures and I'd just be like, I'm not sure. But my partner and I got invited to the VIP event at their meatpacking pop-up store for the Kusama line. And once I saw it in person, I did have some different thoughts. Like, I did feel like it looked so much better in person than it did in photos. I don't think the photos really did it justice. I don't think the photos really showcased the pieces themselves. Having said that, I also could not see myself getting a handbag. The only one that I liked, it's a yellow alma, and as a charm, they also had the pumpkin. And that was the only one that I saw that I was like, ooh, like that one's really cool. That one was really well done together. That one I liked, but also like I don't need the handbag, so I didn't get the handbag. The ready to wear, a lot of it was in this motif here. So it was the black with the multicolor, or it was white with the multicolor. I didn't love it. And then there was one other motif that was red with white LV monogram and dots. I think they might have also been red dots. I need to like look back up the photos. I liked that motif the best, but the red color was just too vibrant, like just too primary, too much for me and to incorporate into my wardrobe. I actually liked the men's a lot more. I didn't realize that the men's also included a graphite motif. So it was like a grayscale polka dot. I liked that one the best, probably because it seemed the most wearable, the most neutral of all of the polka dots they did. So I was pleasantly surprised about that. I didn't see pictures about that. Also, I didn't like religiously follow up on it, so I recognize I don't have all the information all the time. So I was pleasantly surprised when I saw the graphite motif. The shoes were pretty cool as part of this collection. The men's sneakers that had like some a little bit of like polka dot trimming on it, that was really cool. And then also on the women's side, they had loafers that have a big chunky chain on the front, and the chunky chain was polka dot, was black and white polka dot. And those were so cool. If I had not gotten my Hermes loafers from Paris last year, I would have seriously debated getting the Louis Vuitton ones, the Yayoi Kusama ones, because I thought that was a really cool combination. It's like subtle, but still has impact and still has like a really cool accent to it. But I had the Hermes ones, and I don't need that many loafers, so I said goodbye to that one too. There are other points of this collection that make it pretty iconic. This is the second collaboration. The last one was 10 years ago. She's now 93, so we don't know if she's, you know, really going to be able to do another collection or a collaboration with Louis Vuitton. This is the first collaboration collection that spans both men's and women's. So typically a lot of the collaborations have been like women's side only or men's side only, and this one is uniquely across both. I don't think this will be the last time Louis Vuitton does that, because there is a lot of crossover in terms of, you know, purchases that are happening. But I think it was pretty significant that this was the first major collaboration that spanned both men and women. And like I said, the main takeaway for me was that the collection looks so much better in person. Like, yeah, it just looks so much better. There were a lot of small leather goods that they created, and as well as some luggage pieces. It's not really luggage, but you know, like the boxes that they make, and jewelry. They also had some jewelry pieces as well. Jewelry, sunglasses, accessories like hats and things like that. Small leather goods, ready to wear, and shoes. So pretty much scarves, yeah, anything you could think of, they pretty much made. I have posted a little shorts of my trip there, so if you haven't seen it, I'll also include it at the end of this video so you can get a glimpse of what the VIP event looked like. That pop-up is there, I believe, till I'm pretty sure the pop-up in Meatpacking is going to be there for a little while. If you haven't had a chance to check it out, you should. It's a really cool experience. I picked up 2 items from the collection, and as you can see, the packaging is adorable. They did a really good job with the packaging. I'm not gonna lie, I like the size of the dots here on the ribbon more than I like the size of the dots on the bag and on like the actual clothes or the collection pieces. Like, this is so much more like consumable, you know what I mean? Like, it's not too overwhelming. But anyway, I love that they had ribbon and they have the little pumpkin tags. So cute. And yeah, just like that was, I feel like that was a really good touch. I'll start off with the bigger box, because why not? Inside this box, oh, it's wrapped in more paper. One second. We have, ta-da! It's a little yellow hat, and you'll see the LV, oh, and you'll see the LV here has the polka dots on it. So it's black with yellow polka dots. This hat is a Virgil design, basically. It was introduced when Virgil was designing for the men's collection, and apparently this has been a really good, like, steady seller accessory for them. So I think that's what prompted them to want to do this whole piece as part of the Yayoi collection. But this is this is what makes it part of the Yayoi collection. Of course, also being in that like iconic yellow color. You guys know how much my partner and I wear hats and love our hats. So let me try to put it on without like doing too much damage to my hair. All right, so this is what it looks like. I just like really quickly put it on, but so you can see it's a pretty tall hat. So there is a good amount of space that's left over here, which means I could maybe pull this brim up higher or wear it a little bit more baggy on my head. There are like lots of different options, but I just threw it on right now. Honestly, I can't even see what I look like, so hopefully it doesn't look too bad. But this is the hat. I think they also made it in a red color. And, ooh, I can't remember what the other color is. It might have been black. But I know for a fact it was in red. The next item is in this little cute box right here.
A few moments later.
Inside is this little dust bag. Can you see the little pumpkin detail that you put on the little dust bags too? I thought that was a really, really cute touch. It says Louis Vuitton Yayoi Kusama 2023, and inside is, ta-da! It's a little keyclay, and it's from the men's collection, the men's line. I think this is like the Eclipse, right? Because it's the gray monochrome monogram. And so you'll see the polka dots here are like grayscale, but also this gray one is actually metallic, which I don't feel like comes off on camera or even in pictures very well. But if you look closely, like it's got a metallic finish to it, so it's like really cool. This one up here is actually like a metallic silver. I feel like it doesn't capture that much on video, even in photos. Like you can't really tell until you see it in person, but that's what I really liked. I liked that there was a metallic one in here as well. So this one is white. This one is like a silver, a metallic silver. And then this is also white. This is gray, and this is a black dot. On the back, there's another silver dot as well. So like, I don't know. I just really liked that there was more dimension to it than what I had initially thought based off of picture. And the hardware on this piece is black, including the little D-ring, super cute. The inside also has, I don't know if you can see, but the inside also has that same pumpkin motif on there. So as there was on the dust bag. So it's the same little pumpkin that says Louis Vuitton Yayoi Kusama 2023. Which I thought that was also a cute touch as well. And that's in metallic silver. So this is just a small SLG. My partner and I like wanted to get something from this collection to kind of commemorate the collection. But like I said, I wasn't really interested in getting any of the bags. I didn't like any of the ready-to-wear enough to really want to grab a ready-to-wear piece. So my partner basically picked items from the menswear line, because then he was like, well, I want to get something from it. So he went ahead and he picked these up. But yeah, there's just something about seeing it in person a lot more that makes it better than when I saw it in photos. So I'm really happy that we have this piece and that we picked it up. I don't think we would have if we had just seen pictures. Having said that, I don't think it means you have to like run out and like you have to buy something from this collection. You should really only get things that you like anyway. This was one of those that just didn't do, the pictures just didn't do it justice. Last but not least is this little item right here. If you watched the shorts of my trip there, or if you stay and watch it at the end, you'll have a better idea of what this is. This was from the event. This is in reference to and a callback to one of Yayoi Kusama's installation pieces. It's called Narcissus Garden. There were a lot of these spheres, like large scale spheres in the actual physical space, but they also had a claw machine in which you could try your best at actually grabbing one from the machine, and we were able to get one. So we also have this little souvenir here. You might have noticed that there's a QR code, and that actually leads to an app. They made a designated LV Yayoi Kusama app, so that's all it does, but just thought this is really cute. This is also really fun. It's a nice souvenir to have from the collaboration, but also this is a callback to actual, like one of Yayoi's pieces. So that's everything for my haul today. Those are the two items that we picked up from the Louis Vuitton Yayoi Kusama collaboration collection. You might have watched one of my last videos, which was also a haul video. It was the first designer haul of 2023 video, where I shared that I was planning on doing fewer hauls this year, and then of course I come right after with another haul video. There are some exceptions to that like shopping rule. I'm not to say that I'm like never shopping. I'm not shopping at all. There are really only a handful of items that really intend to add to my collection. Because of that, I feel like the overall number of hauls on my channel won't be as much as they used to be, perhaps. But I'm still thinking through the type of content that I want to share. I think, you know, I want it to be interesting, informative, have some creativity in it too, so I'm working through that. But if you have any video suggestions, please let me know in the comments down below. I would love to be inspired by some of your ideas for the content that I create for the rest of this year. If you have any other questions on any of these items or really anything at all, feel free to leave them down below or head on over to Instagram and I'd be happy to help however I can. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate all of your feedback and support. If you like this kind of content and you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I post new fashion-related videos every Sunday and Wednesday. So until next time, bye!